purchase this tech for yourself.
Hell yeah.
For my first product recommendation, I would highly recommend if you use a lot of electronic devices in your day to day to get an all-in-one cleaner like the one you see on your screen or in my presentation right now. I have one sitting on my desk at the moment that I use for my monitors, headphones, keyboards, mouse pad, and everything else in between. It's on Amazon or whatever stores you like to buy from online or in person for like less than $20, whatever the USD conversion equivalent is in your country. But this device I saw in like an Instagram ad one day where like it was one of those like product placement ads where it's like you see the person doing all the cleaning tasks with it, but it got me to actually go out and buy one because I didn't have a dedicated cleaner. Like whenever I get like earwax or dust stuck in my headphones, I would literally use a paper clip to like get it out. Bought one of these things, use it all the time. Like literally I use it all the time for my headphones, keyboards, like besides compressed air to get like dust and debris outside of it
Yeah, I
or
have a
out from
compressed
under
air
it.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, like those are good for keyboards too, but like this one's
Yeah.
got like a keyboard, whatever little plastic thing is up in the. I can use my mouse like this little thing.
Yes,
It's for
to take out the
detaching like
keys.
keycaps
Yeah.
And
or like
I-
the little. I mean, yeah.
I was just say
Go on.
anybody who's watching and is looking at this and thinking like, oh, that's dumb. I don't want a stupid gizmo on my desk, or I don't want to buy something off of Amazon that's going to be cheap garbage. Let me tell you exactly what you need to have a starter kit, because it's what my starter kit was and like has grown since. A like $5 multi mini screwdriver set, because almost all
Yes.
electronics
Yeah.
have tiny little
Mini
screws. So just a
screwdriver.
little mini screwdriver
World
set.
is run.
My
by
toolbox
The-
sitting right next to me too. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can get it on the mic.
The
The
yellow
world is run by screws.
the yellow Stanley mini screwdrivers were my starter. A bottle, like a little squirt bottle of glasses cleaner, and a
Ooh,
Lego
yes.
and a Lego parts peeler. Those three things are going to be all you need to keep every single electronic in your life clean.
Yeah. But it does come with a glass cleaner too, which is
Yeah. I
as
saw
seen in the
I saw that
photo.
little bottle, but when I got my first pair of glasses out of high school, they gave me a squirt bottle of glasses cleaner, and I cleaned literally every glass surface in my house with it, besides my monitors. Also, never clean your monitors with any kind of liquid; it's awful for them. You only use
Yeah.
dry wipes.
I was gonna say like probably the best advice I'd ever give, like let's say 17 to 18-year-old going to college or university, like
Or Sir
get
Swag
something.
Academy.
Yeah,
Is he about to?
like,
Is he about to spoil the next couple slides from now? Let's find out.
No. I was just gonna say, just get either a screwdriver or like a Swiss Army knife or a tool kit or
Yeah,
Mhm.
get a little set of
bar
tools.
mate. Yeah, just get
I had a
something
Swiss
that
Army
you
knife
can
for a
just,
while. It's so useful. Just have a thing you can unclip or screw a thing on with.
Yeah.
yeah.
We just keep
And
it
you
on
won't
my keys
realize
all the
how
time.
you won't realize how good it is until you don't have it. That's the thing.
Multi-tools are great in your car or your backpack or whatever bag you use to carry around stuff on your person.
Honestly, just like it's gonna sound crazy, but like a little like this, the knife of a Swiss Army knife is actually one of the most useful tools.
Oh hell yeah!
that
I
is-
have
if-
I have a little CRKT knife that is like my go-to, just because I know where it is, I know it's sharp, and it's my box opener. It's great.
Get the one
Yeah.
with scissors. Get the one with scissors
Scissors-
on it.
oh, the scissor
That's,
ones are
that's my
great.
favorite tool.
Mhm.
I
So-
think like the thing about knife is that you can also use it, especially for like thinner or smaller like screws. Sometimes if like your screwdriver isn't like it's just a little too thick, you can use the knife as well. Just like
I don't want to
go
turn on my
around.
camera because I look like a mess, but I have like a slim wallet. That's not the product recommendation, but I have like that little metal like survival camp tool that's like a bottle opener, like a little bit of a measuring tape, and like
Yeah.
a screwdriver, like one of those that fits in my wallet that I bring with me everywhere. Like I
Oh.
just have to remember not to take it through the airport, but otherwise it is a functional box opener and this and this and that. Can't tell you the number of times that when I don't carry my Swiss Army knife, that I have that thing in my wallet that it functions as mostly a box opener or a screwdriver or a bottle cap opener. Like get one of those too. It's
I was
not
gonna
pictured
say,
here.
As an addendum to the UK, that starter kit that Skip you mentioned, add just a bottle opener to that, because the amount
Yeah.
of times you will be asked, or someone just
Yeah.
hand you a bottle that doesn't, and there's not a bottle opener around, but there is a cap on it, will happen a lot to you in the UK. They will just
Yeah,
ask,
don't damage the side of your tables.
yes,
That's
do
what,
that.
don't
yeah,
damage
that's-
your teeth.
That's why I
Yeah.
mentioned barmate. You should have a barmate at least. That's
Mhm.
that's what you need.
All right. Next product I'd highly recommend, which I'm sure everybody in the recording session now
I had to.
probably has in their
I
household
figured
right
you didn't
now.
need one.
I will wait until
Yeah,
you're
I was
done,
sorry.
but I have an embarrassing story about this.
Yeah, and I'm not recommending the product on screen. This was just the first picture I saw of a power bank, but buy a power bank and accompanying cables. If you travel a lot, walk a lot, explore outdoors, or any of the above or something I don't mention, it's great for that. Emergency situations, when you need to charge a device, or if you have a power outage, pretty much just anywhere, anytime. Like travel, power outage, this and that. Super useful. Personally, I use it for flights. I used to use it in college all the time. And again, power outages when it's super helpful, like to know that like, oh, my phone's almost dead. I can just grab the one from my backpack and charge my stuff. Super
I think
useful. Get one with a lot of what's it called? Cable outlets on it,
yes,
you know.
cable outlets.
Uh,
Getting a power
So,
bank is the reason I like managed to keep an iPhone 8 and only changed it this year for like 5 or 6 years.
mhm.
Because the battery was dying, but I just had a power bank on me most of the time. And I could just
Yeah,
plug it in and be like, I just need a phone. I don't need all this fancy stuff. It's nice to have all the apps, but I just need a phone and for it to work. And the battery began dying super quick, but I just had a power bank for me anyway. So it never
exactly.
mattered.
the thing about having a battery bank in your house is that, especially the one that April has, I didn't own one, but when my girlfriend moved in, she brought hers, and it's so funny because it is the lifeline. The controllers for our PlayStation are like, out of charge, or one of our phones is about to die, or this morning I had to use my laptop for work and it was completely dead. And just knowing that somewhere in your house is emergency lithium ion battery power is huge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It is a great product in general, especially
Yeah,
in this tech age or era or whatever you want to call it. It is extremely useful.
I
And
think
all of us recording now are kind of
yeah.
techies for the most part. I mean, we all work together on the internet on a YouTube channel. So it makes sense that all of us have interacted with this product before. I guarantee at least somebody listening in the YouTube audience right now
Mm.
has never used this or thought to buy it, and that's why I recommended and
You're
Yeah.
suggested. It's the reason why I had the LeBron slide, where I'm like, this is probably something most of you have heard, but if I get one of you that hasn't, then
hmm
I've done my job today. So, jumping off that recommendation or last
Oh,
suggestion, is a tip I learned from a friend in college. When you have a backpack on you and you carry, a laptop or really just any sort of subsidiary electronics, carry a power strip with various outlets on you. If you're studying and trying to go somewhere, whether it's a cafe or a library or a classroom, and you don't want to sit right next to the outlet, bring a power strip. You and your friends can study on it. You can plug into it, and it guarantees that no matter where you sit, you will always have access to power. Like, and just keeping that on your backpack is such a useful tip. Like, it supersedes the use of even a power bank, right? You can just bring the outlet to you, right? So, highly recommend, especially for university students. This one is a godsend, and
yeah,
I don't
especially
see
if
a
you're
lot of
like
people doing.
if you're on campus fully as well, like this I didn't do this, but I can just imagine the idea of this would have saved me so much hassle.
Yeah,
I was gonna,
same.
yeah,
Same.
it's on this topic but slightly different. I just want to put it out there that the worst thing that the Americans have ever done to this world is design their electrical outlet.
I thought about it, Krusty. I fully thought about it, but I was like, I don't need to advocate for the British plug any more
What
than I already do in
we
my
like
day-to-day life.
grounding. We like having
Look,
a grounding
no,
hole
We
too.
ground.
we
What do
have
you mean you like
we
having
have
a
a
grounding?
ground. We
That's
have a
The
ground.
ground
We
Not only
pole,
made
the
that,
ground
grounding
pole is like the
ones.
major
Cullen,
feature of the
I
UK
can't
plug.
save you from this one.
I got him riled up. Well, ours looks like a cute face, and yours looks like what? Like a pair of eyes? Pretty
No,
much.
no,
That's
no,
it.
no.
like
What you don't understand is that the American power plug has a very convenient spot right in the middle where you can put your finger to line up the prongs with the hole.
all
Yeah.
right, okay. The amount of times I've accidentally knocked out an American plug just by pulling the cable slightly too hard. Once you put a UK plug into the wall, that thing ain't coming out until you put in pressure,
Yeah,
severe pressure to get it down in the first place.
and the thing is, like, the plug itself is designed so that if it is pulled out, like, it's not going to lodge up or down. It's like weighted so that it's gonna like all the prongs can like sit to the side or down. Like, it rarely ever just flips fully over.
Or
And if it
Like,
does, just having your foot up it.
what's really
But hey,
great, it's Christmas season right now, and I'm a reporter, and I report on stuff like house fires pretty frequently. The number of house fires that start because someone's Christmas light plug got jostled and wrapping paper was close enough that it touched both prongs and ignited is hilarious. And I know that's impossible on a UK plug.
it
yeah.
is.
Well, I was going to say, I just typed in what's the world's best plug outlet. In terms of safety, the British style power out plug, the B1363, is likely the best for safety. There you go.
I don't understand why you don't use a plug that's good.
Because America, because we do things right, like cars
Because
and
there's so
making nothing
many
accessible
of
or
them.
walkable
It's
or
like
healthcare.
hard to change them. That's effort. Let's just keep our fire
Because we don't
hazards.
have a frame of reference, genuinely, like to other
Yeah.
plugs.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
like,
we don't
if
have a
you
frame
want-
of
if you
reference
wanna
to other
talk about,
countries.
If you want to talk about changing plugs, look no further than the Italian.
Then the what? You cut out.
you literally cut out at the last, what it was. Oh,
Oh.
bye bye.
No,
Tim.
this
He
what made me
he
so.
had the info. They took him
This
out.
made me so ass mad in Japan because they do everything exactly the same in the as the British system, except for the power plugs, or American. And I was like, why? You were
No,
so close to
no.
greatness.
And I'm so sad that Tim just dropped out because
He'll be
he
back.
he would laugh so hard at this. But no, Japan does things one step stupider. So we have a power system that's built off of the 110 watt.
Yeah,
Is
they
it
have
110
Yes.
watt or volt? I can't remember which one.
It's
but
usually
wattage.
But Japan's
okay.
is fundamentally incompatible with ours because they use a different. Hey, Tim's back. He can back me up on this. Japan's power system is fundamentally incompatible with ours because theirs is a 220 watt power grid instead of a 110 like ours. So if you plug an American appliance in Japan, it will just explode because the wattage is completely wrong. Except, even funnier, half of Japan does use 110.
Yeah,
So
I
somewhere
remember
in
that.
Japan it would work.
Yikes.
Because
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about, and I don't think you've quite said it right. Also, sorry I went silent. Big Plug is trying to keep me quiet.
Yeah, that's what we
But-
thought.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
I
That's
meant to say
bacon.
was Italy has changed plugs about 3 times, but it turns out you can actually, if you quite literally drill into the outlet, you can make old plugs fit in the new ones and vice versa.
Wait.
Italy had people drilling into their walls, into their outlets, and getting shocked by European voltage.
Did they not turn off the fucking like their power before doing
Yeah.
the drilling? Like,
Because
Huh.
European plugs are so safe. If you short it out, it turns itself off. You don't actually need to go up and turn it off for you. You can just drill it and it'll turn itself off. Don't worry.
This is true.
I'm not even an electrician, but like I know how to, turn off my own power in my own house if I'm like
Oh, why would you
installing
do-
lights.
Why would you do that? We could just like plug a fork
Ooh.
in or something.
Yeah, when
It'll
you can just
break
shock
itself.
yourself to death.
Yeah.
Sorry, now
Automatic breaker finder.
I just want to bring something really up, considering we have like 3 Americans and 2 British people here. There's no better privilege that Americans have, compared to the rest of the world, than having a wall that you can punch your arm through
Oh, that's true.
and creating a
Yeah.
hole.
What are you?
Yeah,
What are
you're
you
not wrong.
talking about?
I remember
Our building
seeing,
materials.
I remember seeing videos from America for the first time, and every now and again just seeing people like punch holes through walls. And I remember like as a kid, I saw someone like make a crack in a wall when they punched it really hard, and I was like, "Damn, they punched it so hard!" And I saw like vines of videos from America where people would punch holes through wall, and I would be like, "Damn, I didn't realize people are that strong." But then I just realized your building materials are really not great.
Well, so
if you
here's
try to punch a wall, in the UK, you will break your wrist.
You're gonna break your fucking hand.
yeah, but also hang
Yeah.
a goddamn painting and tell me how easy it is,
Friend,
huh?
So
It's actually very easy. You can just
No,
put
but
a
that's
nail
what-
on a wall.
no, but-
It's actually
no, but
not
I would-
difficult.
No, but the way I'm pushing it is it's a privilege. Like I would want to just punch a hole in
it's
it
fun,
sometimes.
No, yeah, it is fun. That's
Gamer
not-
rage
trying
your
to-
way
yeah.
into it.
No,
Yeah,
it would be
exactly.
great. I want to be able to run through my house.
Yeah.
For the sake of time, I'm going to continue because we're only
Yeah.
at number 4, and I've got 10 of these bullet
God
points and whatnot.
We got
And
watch
I've still
mojo
got one more
top 10.
product to recommend. So, lastly, is my personal favorite, which is the purchase of a car battery jump starter device and a car tire pump device. Again, American perspective, it's mostly for people who own their own vehicles, or even if it's a family vehicle, this still applies. Both of these devices, in my personal use, have paid for themselves within the last year or two since I purchased them. They came in handy when I was by myself and my car didn't start, and also when I had like a flat tire because I drove over a nail. Again, in the United States, if you have your own car and whatnot, there's that common occurrence of like your not transmission, but your battery not starting, whether you have like a faulty battery or you left a light on in your vehicle overnight and it drains the power. The thing on the left is the exact product I own in my house, and it sits in my car. It's a power bank. So it's effectively what I had already recommended earlier in the slides, but it comes with jumper cables that you plug into the side. and you literally do it like you would jumpstart a normal car battery, but instead of having to have another vehicle with a working battery unit attached to like a running engine and whatnot in a separate vehicle, you can literally use the power bank to plug in the jumper cables, put them on the battery, start the car, and it's good to go. I've used that bad boy like 10 times in the last 2 years for other people's vehicles, my own, and everything else, and it is a godsend, right? It's got about 2 jumps in it before you have to like bring it inside the house and recharge it. But the fact that you can just jumpstart 2 different cars for the price of like $40 USD, absolutely insane. And the same goes for the tire pump too. That thing does not require you to basically hobble your way to a tire pump at a store or a gas station or have somebody come and get like a compressed air device and plug it in somewhere. Like both of these, if you're stranded in the middle of the desert, like can function as long as your car has power. The blue device won't work if your battery doesn't work, so it'll need the red device. But if the car's working, you can literally fill up your own tires and bike tires and other stuff with the, other application heads and whatnot. Super
Fill up
recommend.
balloons.
I should
Yeah.
100% buy a tire pressure thing. I live in a state that gets very, very cold, which means the air will
Yeah.
start to leave your tires more quickly.
Mhm.
And my tire pressure lights come on like 3 times in the last month.
Yes, I'm telling you, literally, you just use the car jack plug. You plug it in, you run it through the inside of your car. It'll sound loud and annoying, but
Eh.
literally, it's a plug it in. The machine reads all the info it needs, and it'll stop itself automatically when the like tire pressure threshold has been met.
And to think
Right?
I was so impressed that Rivian comes with one of those. It's just a gadget you can buy on Amazon.
For like $20. The right one's $20, and I think the left one when I bought it was like 40. It's seriously such a cheap investment, but just having this in your vehicle will save you so much time from having to like call your friends or family or find somebody who can jumpstart your car. Like again with driving culture in the States, like I've seen cars with this problem where it's like, "Oh, my battery's dead." And people just carry jumper cables on them anyways, right? Like I've seen it in grocery stores where somebody walks in and is like, "Hey, who can jump my car?" and you get like 3 people volunteering, and whatnot, whether it be the employees or other shoppers. Like there is that friendly nature to it. But again, this just saves you the hassle from having to even talk to anybody, right? Like if you're in the middle of the woods, like having this product is just super safety hazard avoiding, super useful.
If for any reason
So.
in the next 4 years the apocalypse happens in America, and you have to like
Yeah.
be by yourself, and
This is a must-have.
this seems like a pretty good investment.